Oh,
All right,
sweet.
everybody. How is everybody doing today? I'm
Hey.
actually going to be the hostess today for no reason. I have two wonderful guests and our fantastic producer with us. Unfortunately, Vishanti is not going to be joining us today, but I do have Booma here. How are you doing today, Booma?
I'm not too bad at all, guys. I sort of woke up and looked and saw a vacancy and thought Vishanti's not around. And there are rumours that she and I could be the same person. We would like to vehemently deny that, although we've never been seen in the same room together. It is not me with an American accent voice decoder, or it is not Vishanti with a male one. But I've found out an interesting thing, guys. They they call Darth Vader because if they call him Master Vader, all the stormtroopers chuckle too much. It's so fun to be here anyway, guys. And,
Oh my God, I
and I'll
needed
probably
that.
leave you with that. And now I've just set the bar so low. Anything you guys do from here on in is going to be better. So yeah,
That
let's
was
have some fun and
perfect.
let's get through this.
No, that was absolutely perfect. Along with me today as well is Quitties. How are you doing today, sweetie?
I'm alive and kicking, so I can't complain too much. It's been a really rough week for me, but I'm here, and this stream better make me laugh and not make me hate humanity like I think it's going to do.
I think it would be a little bit of both.
Unfortunately, we are talking about oh yeah, what was his actual name again? Sticks, Hex, and screw it, Dipshit and Hammer. Um,
Yeah,
we're gonna be
dipshit
talking about
hammer.
him today, so it's gonna be kind of soul crushing and well, you might hate humanity after this, but just remember it's only this one person, okay, Quitties?
Yeah, yeah.
We love you.
It's still gonna make me hate humanity though.
Oh, yes, it will. And everybody else in chat, I am giving you a forewarning right now. You will want to keep your fists away from your monitor. Keep nice padding protection near you so you can have facepalm protection. Anything like that, it all works out.
If you
And
can duct tape a pillow to your forehead, that works really well.
Yeah,
that works
yeah.
fantastically.
I've watched a few of this dumbass's videos, and yeah, you're not going to like this one very much.
No,
No.
I'm not.
But
And that
guys,
leads me to the last person in the
if I
room, the
may,
one who actually started this entire thing. Thank you, sweetie.
You're
okay, guys, look,
welcome. So if
can
you
I
need to direct your hate
I don't
towards
think they can
anyone,
hear you, Booma.
huh?
okay.
Can you guys hear
Oh,
Booma?
can you go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can they
What's
hear
up,
me?
sweetie? Now I can hear
Okay,
you.
What's up?
okay,
There you
sorry
go.
guys. Oh, all right. I just wanted to jump in before you guys start this tape. I've got to make a reference because I've seen Ugly German Truce is in the chat. Now he was dealt a vicious blow to his ego today when Ardoin completely owned him and obliterated him in QED show. So
Oh yeah.
condolences, Ugly German Truth. You were totally whipped by a much better player. Taking on Ardoin is a risky thing, and no one would really do that. We admire your efforts. So sorry, guys. I just had to rub that in with a whole lot of lies. Now we'll be fuming. So anyway, go back to it.
Well, that's perfectly fine.
Booma always has a weird mechanical noise in his mic. That's just how Booma talks.
That's normal, yeah.
We're not really sure. He may be a robot. He may be a
Well, that
cyborg.
happened ever since the bird flew into him that one day. It just, the mechanical noise just never went away.
The fake bird. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all birds are fake,
Yeah,
sweetie.
a little bit.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
I
all
thought that
birds
was
are
common
fake.
sense.
All birds are fake. I mean, they're all drones. And the reason they run into you is because they're trying to implant a microchip in you. I mean, duh.
Well, that's the reason why they're putting up the new 5G and 6G towers. It's so that way they can transmit it into you wirelessly.
Yeah, yeah. They got tired of using the birds to infect you with the microchips, so they're just using the 5G towers to wirelessly send out the microchips that they get embedded into your skin through microdermal layers. And
Just start the show.
yeah,
I will say, if you're watching this stream instead of watching the Final Four, turn this stream off and watch the Final Four. It's going to be way better than this stream. Knowing what
But yeah,
our source material tonight is, just watch basketball.
but yeah,
Even if
think
you don't like basketball, it's still going to be better than what we're covering.
I'm starting to think that Vishanti isn't really sick, and she did this purposely because she really doesn't like this dude. I don't think she's
Yeah,
sick. She's faking
I've
it.
got basketball on in the background. I'll probably be watching it whenever we show videos. I'll just mute my headset and watch TV.
Oh yeah, the starter cables work perfectly. Early German truth. It's just the birds do it better. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Was that a bird I just saw
All right.
outside? Okay.
So what dipshittery are we going to start the show with?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Pick 1 through 10.
33.
That works for me.
Let me see. 33.
Let's do it.
I
That's
guess
good enough. Pick the last one.
no, this one.
That's fine. I don't care. They're all crappy.
All right,
Okay, so this is the fucktard we're dealing with. God, his shirt. I mean, I hate that I like his shirt. I hate that I like his shirt. Anyway, starting.
everyone. Today in hilarious news, Ted Cruz went to one of those
Whoa,
border
pause,
facilities because
Okay,
Bad
Biden.
pause. Pause. That was double.
really bad echo.
Yeah.
Okay, so voice meter might be causing an issue here. That
It's always
um,
voice meter. Can I just
Yeah,
point
yeah,
out
yeah,
that he
yeah.
has a BitChute logo beside him?
Yes.
let me see.
And that's all we really needed to know about him.
In every aspect, yes.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, you should be
Yeah.
able to hear me. Okay, let me see now. Yeah, they hear me on the stream. Okay, that's one tech issue down.
Ugly German truth. He looks almost like Gun Jesus.
Jesus.
Biden's not willing to go. I guess Trump is going.
No, is there
No,
no?
ugly German truth.
Okay,
No, he's
echo's
not gun
gone.
Jesus. He's drug Jesus.
He's drug Jesus. Yeah, he's
Yep.
drug Jesus definitely. Anyway, with
And
the
it's good.
video restarting.
Let's do
All
it.
right, everyone. Today in hilarious news, Ted Cruz went to one of those border facilities because Biden's not willing to go. I guess Trump is going to visit one. Talk about the most epic troll. By the way, the Democrats right now are furious and they're scrambling. Biden's own people are projecting the current border crisis, that is, massive influx of illegals into the United States from mainly Central America through Mexico, actually. Mexico, most of it, you got to understand, a large proportion of Mexico is actually reasonably developed. Most of the illegal Mexican immigration comes from like the Yucatan. It's cartel related. There's a lot of violence and poverty there, largely due to the incompetence of the Mexican government.
Pause.
But
I just want to point out that literally everything he just said is wrong.
I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
Literally
remind-
fucking everything.
Everything.
No. The population is not
This is-
concentrated in the Yucatan Peninsula, nor is it cartel related. Yes, there are cartels in the Yucatan Peninsula, but the population is not concentrated there. The population is concentrated around Mexico City and the northern parts of Mexico. And no, it is not a hugely developed country. That's why we call Mexico a third world country.
yeah.
Well, the thing too is this is literally that South Park episode of "They're taking our jobs." Now that mentality always holds home with the home folk like this. Generally speaking, most countries throughout world history is when you have high immigration, you have economic prosperity as well. Whether or not it's slave mentality or not can be up to debate, but the bottom line of it is in all countries, immigration is economically a good thing to do. And it's these dickheads who just can't think how to tie their shoelaces that seem to not get it. But anyway, that's my
yeah, look at U.S. history, and it's been the immigrants that have built this country, from Chinese and Asian immigrants on the West Coast, Irish and Italian immigrants on the East Coast, and of course slaves. I don't really want to call them immigrants because it was forced, but they're the ones that built this country.
Oh yeah.
Facty's hit a beauty in the chat. A 33 world country. Thanks, mate. Nice plug there. We'll get a t-shirt done on that.
Yeah, a 33rd world country.
A 33rd world.
That's where
Thirty-
NASA bunker 33 is located, in a 33rd world country.
I thought it was down in Antarctica somewhere. So what's with all the polar bears?
Well, that's how
You guys are on
undeveloped.
holiday.
That's how undeveloped Antarctica is. It's not even a third world country down there. It's a 33rd world country.
Wait, I thought we were in space. I thought we were in space.
Shh, sweetie.
Where
No,
are we?
I
No,
think you-
no, you were told the truth already.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
is this
Arwen and I
live?
are in space.
Oh crap.
We've got a space watch.
Yeah, ugly German truths.
I thought we had-
I'm not going to call them Siberian immigrants. I will call them Native Americans though. But and I guess I should choose my words wisely here. Because they didn't really build this country, the current country. Their country was kind of destroyed by this current country.
Yeah, it was. Shit, I've got to sign into Bunker 33. Shit, sorry.
And
Keep
the
talking.
history of their country was pretty much wiped off the map. So there's a lot that we don't know, but the stuff that we do know, they had a very large, booming commerce system, and that big city, I forget what it's called, near where modern day St. Louis is, where that giant pyramid is, that had like 200,000 residents or something like that. They were a lot more civilized than American folk culture shows them to be. Because if we if we showed that they were as civilized as they were, then it doesn't quite look as good if we just kind of wipe them off the map.
Yeah.
Well, I've done a lot of docos on that sort of earlier stage in American history, and I believe before the Constitution was written, the great forefathers were acquainted with, I think it was 7 Indian tribes, or sorry, what do you call them? First American tribes around Lake Michigan. And because there were 7 of them with no strategic value, there was always this cycle of war and reprisals. And they worked out that by having a council of 7, it was the ideal number, because there were the 2 warring parties could then sit down and have a powwow, literally, and the other 5 would determine the outcome. Because, as you know, when you're there, you sort of always want your own compromise. You don't want to compromise as much. And it was based on those first Indigenous tribes 7 council is what I believe a lot of the US Constitution was written from. And I'm not quite sure, but you guys should elaborate a little bit more, being your homeland. But does that sound right? The 7 tribes around Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Roughly.
And it wasn't just around Lake Michigan, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember which tribes they were, but we did take aspects from different tribes, and Ugly German Truth's got it right in chat. It was Cahokia that I was talking about, the big city near modern day St. Louis. People don't realize that, yes, there are pyramids in the United States. There's that one near St. Louis. There's one up in Minnesota. I'm sure there are others. Those are just the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. But they were very civilized, just not by Western standards, I guess is the best way to say it.
They didn't have steel and black powder.
Yeah. They didn't have horses until Europeans brought horses either. And the native word for horses actually means big ass dog, because that's what they thought they were when they saw them, which is big ass dogs. Kind of like the Chicago was built on a swamp that the Illini Indians called Chickagoo, which meant stinky swamp onion. So
Stinky
Chicago
swamp.
actually means smelly onion. Just so you guys know.
I didn't know
Anyway,
that.
Well, that'll be perfect to tell a few people later.
Yeah. Well, they probably already know because they're from Chicago. So.
As much as
Yeah.
we don't want to do it, Chris, I've actually found if we leave our streams on higher pause for a bit, they go into a bit of an idle mode, which can cause stream problems. So as much as we don't want to listen to this douchebag, we probably best give it a little bit of a run on the
Yeah,
pause so we don't.
I've
Boomer,
kind of been stalling as much as
I was letting
possible.
Quitties talk for that very reason. Why
Yeah.
did you
Yeah,
have to ruin my plan?
I do know a fair amount about this. I don't know everything, but I do know a fair amount about it, and I can talk for a long time about it. So just play the fucking video.
Yeah, we do
Many
have
people
to stop
coming.
it,
There are
don't we?
800,000 people on the way, basically. They're expecting it to last 7 months. And so naturally, the facilities that they got overflow facilities now too. They're not properly staffed. They don't have a proper amount of resources. They're certainly not big enough for the number of people coming.
Okay. I've got
That's
to
what she
interject
said.
here. I've got to interject here. The fact that he's just now worried about this when it happened under Trump. The entire 4 years he was in office, he never spoke up about how Trump handled it, which he didn't.
Oh yeah. It's not a problem whenever the president that he likes is in office.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, the economic crisis that started under George Bush, no one cared about. But then when Obama took office, all of a sudden the economy is terrible. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Obama's
But hang on,
killing us
guys.
all.
Despite the
I've got to
fact
jump
that
in and
Bush was
say,
actually left in office at a bonus from Clinton.
Yeah. That's just billions of dollars. I think it was $3 billion in surplus,
Yeah.
and then Bush
Yeah.
spent it all.
An economic surplus, and
But-
our economic deficit was at an all-time high when Bush left.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
just
yeah.
Republicans
point
talk
that
about
one out.
small government all they want, but they just
Yeah.
want to cut taxes and cut the income that the government makes so that we end up running a huge deficit and our debt just keeps piling up.
You were trying to say
Look, guys,
something,
we know
Boomer?
how that. Yeah, I was. Firstly, I've got to say one of our best coups that we performed was when we all turned up, being the members of the left that we are, when we turned up at the Capitol building disguised as the right. And I've got to say, Charisma, those horns, you were rocking those horns. I was just a little guy to the left. The way we turned up to upset the result, because we had already.
Hey, I did a
won.
damn
I
good
mean,
job playing Charisma's mom.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome, the way we actually turned up to overturn the election we'd already won. Now, people are saying that. These Trump-tards are actually saying that. And as soon as I put it back to them and say, do you realise how stupid and unthinking you sound? They kind of just go, okay, and quiet or disappear or do whatever. But the bullshit they come out with is amazing. And I will point this out to you that with Clinton, you were left with a surplus. George Bush came in and invested heavily in China. The money they invested over there found its way back into US trade bonds, and the difference was about 4%. That money trickled back into China over the next 10 years, and it was Obama who stopped it. That wasn't economic mismanagement. That was gouging to the benefit of, well, who knows? Some Republican members were probably benefiting financially through this, through Swiss bank accounts, or who knows? No one can go through it. The president's brain is definitely missing.
Let's not forget that George Bush started a war with Iraq solely so that his buddies could get rich from their oil.
Yep.
That's the only fucking reason that we went to war in Iraq. They told us it was over WMDs, but they knew there were no WMDs there.
Yeah. And
Just
then
to throw a little earlier one, yeah, guys, it's not new because Ronnie Reagan, Iran and Iraq. Remember those guys? Now, Iran were the big bad guys with the Ayatollah Khomeini. There was a war between those two. They said it will last 3 weeks. They only have the resources for 3 weeks of war. Now, it became a old hardware for petrol, for oil exchange, and it lasted the exact duration of Ronnie Reagan's presidency of 8 years. So Reagan did that. He set the template, and it's been done again. It's oil for old hardware, and it works well.
Speaking of Iran, I saw a video earlier today that kind of made me giggle a little bit. I don't know if you guys know fighter jets very much, but an F-4 Phantom was a fighter jet that the U.S. used during Vietnam. It was it was made in the late 1950s, and it was a 60s era jet. It was used until the early to mid 90s and then retired. Well, Iran still uses them because they don't have modern equipment. And several months ago, Iran shot down a U.S. drone flying near the Iranian border. They said that it was in Iranian airspace, but it wasn't. And so after that, the U.S. started flying cover formation with their drones whenever they flew close to the border. And sure enough, just in the last couple of weeks, they had a drone flying close to the border, and 2 Iranian F-4s went to intercept it and shoot it down. And the U.S. had a couple of F-22 Raptors flying support. And the cool thing about F-22 Raptors is they're stealth fighters. So the F-4 Phantoms had no idea that they were there. So the Raptor ended up flying underneath the F-4s and looking up and seeing what armaments they had, and then flew up next to them, turned on his radio, pointed at the border, and said, "Go home." And they had no idea he was there until he just popped up in formation with them and told them to go home. And they turned their asses around.
We've really prompted the chat up. Both Ugly German Truths and Tony have both kicked in. I tell you what, guys, take a rain check on that. We'll do an episode one day on the 80s politics and how it's affecting us now, because you two guys are rocking it out there. You know what you're talking about. Let's go back onto our tape, because I tell you what,
Tony and Ugly German Truths on.
Yeah, if they want to come on the show, we can have them on.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you guys
DM us.
DM us.
It'll be serious.
DM Quitties or Boomer, and he can get you the link.
Look, I tell you what, guys. Oh, well, not necessarily today. I just know that there's going to be good content in that, so we can do whatever. But look, the thing is,
we can plan on doing something like that in a week or two.
Has got a military. Sprinkle's family has a military background, as does mine. And coming up at the end of April is Anzac Day, which is our traditional, like, Veterans Day. So I think we might rope these guys in at least for that, and yourself as well, Sprinkles, and you two also. But let's not plan streams on stream. Let's get back to this douche on the
best place.
The big screen.
That's the best place to plan streams, though.
Yeah, we do some good ones.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. Just hit the play button. God,
over. It's not just unaccompanied minors at this point.
Wait, what was that, Bill?
Oh my God.
No, go. No, it was go.
Oh no, I'm already pissed off. He just said unaccompanied minors in quotations. That's already enough. Blood pressure.
Point. It's basically everyone, and Biden is scrambling. His people are doing everything that they can to prevent any pictures and shit from coming out from these facilities. Ted Cruz went to one and got a little bit of footage of the massive overcrowding, which, by the way, would be literally illegal if it were in a U.S. prison.
Just for a second, I just want to interject right there and say they're doing everything they can to prevent these pictures from coming out. But Ted Cruz went in and he was able to take pictures.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit contradictory there?
A little bit? No. Him be
Nothing he says is contradictory in any way, shape, or form. Nothing.
Nothing.
He never has.
I mean, he literally just contradicted himself with his very next fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dipshit and Hammer.
Welcome to Dipshit and Hammer. Welcome to Dipshit and Hammer.
Prison. If a U.S. prison did this to people who, not necessarily savory characters, some supermax facility full of murderers, the left would be screaming bloody murder about the need for reform. But because it's out of sight, out of mind, because we're not getting any journalistic coverage of these places, Biden literally will not allow the press into these locations to film or to photograph. But Ted Cruz, because he's a senator from Texas, he has some degree of latitude because that's his state that he represents. So he went in and got some footage from the facility, which is again massively overcrowded. And he
Okay, so he can't get pictures from the facility, but he got pictures from the facility. What?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just Googled something news coverage at the US Mexico border, and it seems like there's a lot of news coverage going on from the US Mexican border.
You don't say.
Live updates from CNN, The Guardian, Reuters, Independent, UK. There's even a website called Border Report. A bunch of YouTube videos, CNN, US News, CBS News. It seems like news agencies are able to go to the border and report on news at the border,
Who would have
but he
thought?
said that they're not able to. What's going on?
So nobody can get pictures from there, but journalists are getting pictures from there.
Yeah. And no one can report from there, but journalists are reporting from there.
Okay. This was aired March 30th. That means 3 days ago.
So it's opposite day.
Yeah, it is opposite day. That's what
So
it was.
everything that he says is the opposite of the truth. So basically, he's Donald Trump.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
he's Trump. Yeah, he's Trump Jr. Well, I mean, if there wasn't Trump in it already, but
That's one thing I learned with 4 years of Trump. Whatever Trump said, the opposite of it is the truth.
well, I would say usually like 99% of the time there was that rare chance he would say something that skirts on being the truth, but not
I
quite.
can't point to anything that he ever said that was anywhere close to the truth. Honestly. I could be wrong. I will allow
Well,
for
he
that.
did say he
but
said water is wet.
everything that I ever saw, everything that I ever read that he said was the opposite of the truth.
But he said water is wet by the standpoint of water. So
But I didn't hear him or see him say that.
you don't remember him saying that water is wet?
No. I didn't
that-
pay a ton of attention to him.
It was during the hurricane that he predicted would
mean-
go off into fucking Arkansas.
Oh yeah. I mean, my
And he said,
my
water is wet.
mental
Well, big
health
water.
kind of dictated that I didn't pay very close attention to the Trump administration.
God. Yeah, that's a good trigger. That is a good trigger. I mean, I understand that for your mental health, you couldn't pay attention to everything he said, but
My brain locked up with Kofifi, and I never was
Kofefe.
able to come back ever since.
Kofefe was the best.
Kofefe, I never came back from that.
I love Kofefe.
Ugly German Truth
God.
has it right. Dumb fucking hammer. His favorite right-wing almost news page doesn't mention anything like what I just found, so he just doesn't know it.
Oh, that explains it. It
like
was outside of his echo chamber.
And that reminds
Look,
me
there you
of
go.
that report. This was back
Wait, I'm
when
sorry,
Obama was
Quitties,
still
but we actually
president.
do have to hit the button.
We are
Hang on,
literally
hang on,
only
hang
one
on.
quarter of the way through.
Hang on.
I
This
know.
Let me just say this. This reminds me of that report. It was back when Obama was president about what your main source of news was as to how much you knew. And people that didn't watch any news at all were more informed than people that watched
watch
Fox
Fox.
News.
Yeah, I know. That has been
That I believe.
well.
But
That
I
has
don't think
been
it's changed at all.
circulating since 5 or 6 years ago.
I
Because
would actually say about like 15 years ago now. Hit the button.
yeah, that's
Hang on, before you do, look, guys, I've just done my thing where I've transformed into a right winger by hammering a pen up my nose, sort of like a home lobotomy. And how unfair are you guys? Because I don't know what I think because Q hasn't come out to tell us what to think. So if you guys could at least
Don't
be
worry. I'm
up
pretty
to wait
sure this
Oh,
idiot
yeah.
is about to say something about Q.
Probably.
Oh
Right.
God.
Well, I was
I tried to watch
just
the
like,
Q documentary on HBO. I got like 10 minutes in and I
well,
thought I was having an aneurysm and had to stop watching it.
We're 30 minutes in. We've only been 2 minutes of this video. 30 minutes.
That's what you get for
That's
picking this dumbass.
but that's how bad he is. He really just oh my god.
2 minutes.
Not even.
All
It's a
right, hit the
minute
play button.
56.
Just do it.
Just hit the play button. Yeah.
He was literally accosted by one of the people there,
Oh,
trying to prevent him
no,
from
I'm just-
recording. They
Quitties, I am gonna beat you. I swear to God. I am buying Magda a new crop whip.
Oh,
Sorry, that was just me trolling. You can keep going.
tried to get him to erase the footage that they had taken when Cruz and his people went to the Donna facility. Again, Donna, Texas, literally a place I lived in for several months. I'm literally familiar with this particular.
hey, Jinju. No, I
Literally
didn't.
familiar with it.
Yeah, literally familiar with it.
I
Hey,
literally
Jinju,
live
just,
there.
just
I'm literally familiar with it. But he's figuratively smart.
Oh my God.
no, he's platonically smart.
No. No. Hi Shinshu. Hi Facti. Hi Nene.
Hi, you're
Hi Renee.
Renee and me.
You can tell
Everyone.
that this is a guy that has never seen a woman naked in real life.
Except for
Probably
his
not.
mother. Except for his mother.
Yeah. And probably
Yeah,
his sister
he
wife.
snuck a peek of his mom.
And
Yeah.
like I said, probably his sister wife.
That's how desperate he is.
Now hit the play button.
Area. I don't know where the center is, but it's a nice place over. I like Weslaco better, honestly. It has a flea problem. Weslaco, apparently every year they have like a fucking plague of them. It could be related to all the animals running around. Just saying. Anyway, the Biden.
A flea problem. A flea problem.
Did he just
He
admit
looks
to
like he
having
has
a
a flea problem.
Yeah, it looks like he has a flea problem. For all the quote unquote animals running around, what? Like we don't have animals running around here. In our most unpopulated areas, we have tons of animals just running around.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
I live,
seriously, like I saw the alligator walk across the street the other day.
yeah, I was there. It totally.
Why did the alligator cross the road?
It wanted to eat the chicken.
Oh, okay. I really thought there was a better joke there.
Hey, at least you don't have the cyber gators. So I mean, the cyber gators are the worst. That I won't get into that because I'm
Just hit the button.
Biden
Hang
admin's
on,
freaking
funny
out. They're doing
alligator
everything that
story.
they can to suppress news coverage of this. Biden won't answer any questions
you're
about
right.
it. He's
Oh
not
my
going to the
God.
border. Harris.
you saying telling me to pause the Quitties.
Well, I was trying to catch it before you started playing.
Sorry.
Funny alligator story in Wilmington, North Carolina, the USS North Carolina battleship memorial there. They dug this trench out of the river and put the battleship there, and you can go on and walk around it and everything. It's really cool. And Wilmington is about as far north as alligators go. But there are alligators there, and there are signs on the deck of the battleship that say, "Do not feed the alligators." And you can look down at low tide, you can see the alligators lying around the bottom of the ship. And so I go there with my family as a kid, and we're walking around, and my dad looks over and sees the sign that says, "Do not feed the alligators." And he just says, "Well, shit, I guess I can't jump over the side."
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
And with that, you can play the video again.
Oh, and I actually have a alligator story myself. No. This
Oh
happened
yeah.
back when I was around 8 years old. Um, you know, there's this little river near where I live. It's called Lynch's River. Don't you know? The dude's last name was Lynch. It wasn't because they lynched a lot of people there. But let me get on with their story.
Oh yeah,
Uh, let me get on with the story.
yeah.
I was
I'm sure it's not because of lynch mobs. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people in the South with the name Lynch.
Yeah, but no, what was it? Not jet skiing. I was just water skiing behind a boat, a nice little
Oh
speedboat my dad
yeah,
had.
I know this story.
Oh yeah, I've told you this story before, haven't I?
I don't think you've told it on stream though, so go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I've told it on stream before, but yeah, basically, my arms were getting tired because Dad had been pulling me for about 2 or 3 miles, and I start pulling my hand up to stop. He's like, he looks back, he sees me, then he just jets it. He just keeps on going faster. My arms are like just, I'm struggling to hold on, and I'm just holding my arm up, saying, "Stop, stop, stop." He looks back at me. He goes a little bit faster. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then suddenly, finally, he looks back, kind of lets out a sigh, and then slows down until he can roll by and pick me up. I'm sitting here, my arm is just completely gone. I can't even lift my arm anymore because that's how much I'd strained it. And Dad said, "Look, the reason I started speeding up, there was an alligator chasing you for the last 10 miles." So
Yeah.
yeah, that was about 10 miles. I got chased by an alligator in the back of a boat, so I was basically gator bait.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah,
Like
they just
I
kept
run
on
into some
chasing me.
alligators that, want nothing to do with people whatsoever, and they'll just go about their business, and if you get too close to them, they'll hiss at you and then turn and go into the water or something. But then there are the few alligators that are just dicks.
Yeah, that one was just
Those
a
usually
dick.
become my dinner.
Yeah. I could go for some fried alligator bites.
They're so
So
delicious, aren't
good.
they?
Oh,
Oh, so good. Anyway, back to the show.
Is confirmed she's not planning to go to the border. It was funny because they bring it up, and what's the first thing she does is laugh psychotically. She does this every time she's asked an inconvenient question. She does that goofy face that she does and laughs like a fucking psycho, like a fucking crazy woman. Well, she is, but I think she's malevolent. Judging from the fact that she put a bunch of parents in prison because their kids were missed the school bus, and a bunch of people who were drug addicts, she threw them in for 10 years at a time too. I think she's just a
who's he
hateful
talking
witch.
about?
I think she's a genuinely hateful, despicable individual. And long life to Joe Biden. At least then she's not president in name as well. But link in the description. You can look at this for yourself. And I'm thinking,
Okay.
if you look at the cognitive dissonance of
Kamala
Yeah.
Harris. I didn't know who he was talking about. He was talking about Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I really don't like Kamala Harris that much for her
And
stance
Ugly
on
German Truth got it
marijuana.
right. He dislikes Harris's laugh. Has he ever heard Ted Cruz giggle?
Oh God. Oh,
That,
and
and also I have to agree with Renee. He has a severe case of Weird Al Yankovic-itis.
yeah, he looks like an ultra far right Weird Al Yankovic.
He looks
I have
like
to
Weird
understand
Al
this.
and John Lennon and J.M. Truth got together and made a child.
Yes,
Then
that.
they repeatedly beat that child with a baseball bat for its entire life every day.
Yeah.
And that is what we have today. Good call. Have you got the recipe? Can you send that recipe to, please, Rayson? I need that for our Australian politics.
I'll be sure to send you the recipe. Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Look, I think I've got it wrong because I don't know if you're up on Australian politics, but your politicians fuck your country. Our politicians, they fuck their staffers. We have had the horniest bunch of corrupt governments exposed in the last few weeks. Man, Australian politicians are definitely out there, and it's
Didn't
really
your prime
weird.
minister just get laughed out of one of the cities or something like that?
Well, he's trying to pretend that he likes women, and he can't pull it off because he's a misogynist, private school educated, ingrained prick. So, yeah, and prick is literally the term for it. But, oh, dude, when this surfaces later, there's some real... any woman who's worked for a Liberal Party member has basically been harassed. And I dare say you guys have probably got the same thing hidden behind closed doors. If you
Oh yeah,
complain, you
it
get...
Oh, I
comes
can really
out
see that.
here, and it comes in waves too. We'll
Yep.
go through periods where Anthony Weiner shows his wiener,
Oh dear
and
God,
His name
John
still,
forgot
Edwards
about
shows
Anthony Weiner.
his
John
name
Edwards
still makes me
shows his
giggle.
John, and stuff like that.
No, like
Uh,
2020 was so bad I completely forgot about Anthony Weiner.
Yeah,
I mean, with a name like Wiener, do you really expect he's not going to send you dick pics?
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
like the
come on,
default
people.
position.
Be smarter. Don't work for a guy named Wiener. Don't give a guy named Wiener your phone number or you're going to get dick
Dick
pics.
pics. Yeah.
And if I've learned anything this week, don't ever give anyone named Nathan your phone number or you'll get dick pics.
Dick pics.
Actually, guys, I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb and give you a prediction. Whitsett is going to be the next flat earther to see the light and come to the globe side. There's my call. If you give it a few
No,
weeks'
I
time, we
don't
can
think
get that.
he actually will.
I don't
Okay.
either. I don't think he will.
No.
I'll take you on that bet, Puma.
Okay, it's a six-pack of beer, and I don't want that American shit. It's got to be the good Australian shit. Because as we know,
Fine,
American
you can
beer
have
is
your
like
Fosters.
American beer is like sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water.
Close to water. Yeah. Thank you, Monty Python. I use that joke all the time.
Yep. Well,
Okay, let's
I always
Oddly-
love the W.C. Fields joke. The I don't drink water, fish fuck in it.
Oddly German truth.
Okay.
That would be Nathan Thompson. Nathan Thompson keeps on texting his dick to random people.
Nathan Thompson sent dick pics to, I think it was Team Skeptic, and then J.L. Warren, I believe, was the other one. They both got Nathan Thompson dick pics, and that's why I have coined the name Baby Dick Thompson.
Baby dick.
We need to start calling him Baby Dick Thompson.
Wait, I just realized Bernie is still here. What? Nobody's got him the Uber yet? Seriously, or a Lyft? Come on, man. We really need to get. Really need to get
I
Bernie
tried
home.
last week. He wouldn't. He kept smacking his cell phone out of my hand, saying it's not real.
Yeah, he wants a real taxi.
Ah, okay. He wants a real
He wants a bright yellow vehicle that reeks of homeless people inside.
okay. That would explain it because he is. I mean, Bernie, dude, you really got to trust us and take that Uber, man. Just come on. You can't just sit in here every day drinking our Snapple. Like seriously, that's the only thing he drinks is Snapple. Doesn't he drink anything else?
No, and he doesn't even eat anything else. I'm starting to get really worried. He just keeps walking over to the window for like 5 minutes and then saying that's better and then walking back and sitting down.
Well, I did see him eat some prunes the other day and then go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Okay.
oh wow, good. So he actually finally ate something.
I mean, at least he's not in the drug room anymore. At least he's not in the drug room anymore. We can.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, that last time just. That was
I'm
terrible.
just getting worried about him. I mean, like I tried taking a blood test for him or a blood pressure test for him the other day, and it came out as 1.
Not even 1 over something, just 1.
Just one.
Just 1. Anyway, enough Bernie jokes, so let's get on with this bullshit.
Some of the responses of people, the Democrats, specifically the partisans, it's interesting because they'll say, well, you didn't have a problem with this when Donald Trump was the president. So in other words, little kids are crammed in like sardines in Biden's concentration camps, and your only response is continuing to rant about a person who hasn't been in office for several months.
Okay, so back when Trump did this, they weren't concentration camps. Suddenly, when Biden's in charge, they're Biden's concentration camps.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I have my hand in my head in my hands right now. I'm having to.
I
Ugh,
mean,
God.
that's common knowledge. They're only references to Nazis when people that you don't like are in power.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just a rule of thumb.
Yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
like the people in
No,
power,
what?
Nazis.
Okay, what confuses me is Trump deliberately said that he actually loves the Mein Kampf. Like he reads that and thinks
Yeah,
that's a great book.
yeah.
Yet they're the ones calling the left the
Nazis.
Nazis.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that.
And Trump had actual Nazis at his rally, and yeah,
Literally.
Literal Nazis, like literal fucking
yeah.
Nazis. Whereas we have girls with pink hair. Ooh, how
And girls
intimidating.
jumping on trampolines.
And girls traveling on trampolines, yeah, that too. Like, ooh, how scary. Yeah, they have literal Nazis. So, I mean, scale kind of off balance here.
And
And
didn't Trump's granddad work with the Nazis?
yeah, he did.
If I
Yeah,
remember correctly, like there was some story about he did something for the Nazis.
yeah, he did.
Swiss artwork sale. The sale of Swiss artworks through Nazi Germany, the stuff that I think it
Oh
was
yeah, he did.
Goebbels or Goering went and stole, that landed in Switzerland and that was transferred to the US through the Trump family. And we do have
Okay,
sources on
yeah,
that, but
yeah,
yes, it was stolen artwork from Switzerland, Swiss bank
Yeah,
accounts, etc., etc. It gets messier
yeah.
from there.
yeah.
So he did some highly illegal shit then. 'Cause
Yeah, pretty much.
that was highly illegal back then. Like people were literally getting put into prison over that shit.
I mean, sure, there are a lot of modern day US companies that did make things for the Nazis, or it was just business, but that was illegal
Yeah,
what
that
he was
was
doing.
Well, if
yeah,
slightly digressing, guys, Henry Ford, who actually had his factories full of half-built tanks at the time, said to the US government, "Hey guys, you just bombed the shit out of my factories in Germany. You owe me for them because I've got all these tanks here and I need the money." So he kind of got bankrolled to make tanks for the US. He had them he had them by the balls, so to speak. But they actually had to pay him for bombing his German factories, which were part
Yeah,
of the war program. So that's an
yeah.
interesting snippet. Let's continue on.
yeah. Because we're only 3 minutes and 43 seconds in, and
There are a lot more
48 minutes.
interesting things than this douchebag.
I just don't want
That's
to
Yeah.
why.
kill.
Good call.
By the way, this crisis did not begin with Donald Trump. He had made it quite clear that people shouldn't try to enter the country. It considerably slowed down the number of people coming in. You didn't need the overflow facilities. Why do you think Biden is rapid fire putting up so many new facilities on the border? It's because of massive overflow. The facilities that were working just fine and weren't overcrowded in general are now massively packed because of Joe Biden. He insinuated as a candidate that he would grant amnesty. Everyone would get a slice of the pie.
Yeah, no, that's not that. Everything he said so far is wrong. I mean, this every
It's
single
opposite.
thing,
I
every
mean,
single thing.
basically just take what he said. The opposite is what is actually going on.
Just how can someone be
I mean,
this wrong?
he did kind of get something right when he said Trump built these concentration camps. Of course, he
Did he
called
say
them
that?
facilities.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said Trump built these facilities,
Oh yeah, the
and
overflow
then
facilities. Yeah,
and they were fine. But then Biden gets in office, and now they're terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say he immediately followed it up with, and they were perfectly fine and not overflowing,
Yeah.
yet they were overflowing drastically, like within the first few
month.
months of him being in office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biden has
I
literally
mean,
done nothing on that. He has
Biden
not
has been in
touched.
office less than 3 months.
Yeah,
You know,
like I said,
it's like 2 months and 2 months and 2 weeks at this point. We'll just call it 2 months and 2 weeks.
2.5 months.
Yeah.
2.5. They expect Biden to fix everything within the first day. Literally, that's what they
Well, he
expected.
expects Biden to destroy everything in the first
Well,
day.
well,
No,
yeah,
he wants Biden to destroy everything.
yeah. He wants Biden to destroy everything. He
Or
doesn't
he
want
just
Biden to help.
imagines that Biden destroyed everything. Because, like he said, the facilities were fine. Biden becomes president. The facilities are terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, like you were saying earlier, we gotta hit the play button, so go ahead and just hit play.
Hi. Everyone will be legalized. We're going to fix the problem. Donald Trump's a bigot. I'm not a bigot. You can come into the country. His lukewarm, lackluster response to this crisis by saying, please don't come to these people is number one, belated, number two, toothless, and number three, a goddamn laughingstock farce. Everybody in those migrant caravans, half of which have been sexually assaulted on the way here, by the way, wonderful mercy for the kids from the Joe Biden admin, everyone there knows that.
Where is his
What?
proof of that?
Yeah, citation motherfucking needed.
I'm sorry, I just kind of blanked out there and started drooling, so I don't know what he said.
I don't blame you, sweetie.
I don't blame you at all.
I've got the pen still shoved up my nose, so it all makes sense to me. Hammer a pen up your nose, lobotomite. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This makes total sense.
Yeah, pass over the moonshine, Papa.
He's
That's
a
what it
lackluster,
is.
demented hack, and
Maybe
he's not
I
going to
should've
do
been
jack
really
shit.
What was that, Squiddies?
Maybe I should have been really, really drunk for this show.
Oh,
Maybe that would
sweetie,
have
I've been
helped.
drinking absinthe this entire time. That's the only way
You
I can
need
handle him.
to stop drinking absinthe and start chugging absinthe.
You know, that's a valid point. Give me a second.
She's literally searching for her
I mean,
bottle.
if you
Oh
got a
God.
fifth there, you need to just gulp down about half of it right now. That'll get you on his level.
Well, absinthe takes a bit of time to prepare, so she'll be over there for a good 10 minutes.
Oh,
Half
are
a
you
cup of
doing the
bleach.
ritual?
Just do half a cup of bleach. That'll see you out till the end of the stream. It's good for COVID too.
I never cared to, actually like pour it over the sugar cube and light it and everything like that. I
But you don't
just,
light it. You don't light it. That's not a thing you do with absinthe. You do not light it. That ruins it.
well, you do if you do the ritual. Like
No,
that's
you
what
don't.
the
You'll burn
absinthe
off
spoon
the
is
alcohol
for.
if you light it.
You burn off the alcohol if you light it. It completely destroys the
No,
alcohol.
you don't light the absinthe. You pour the absinthe over the sugar
And
cube,
yeah,
and then
you
you
light the
light
sugar cube on fire, but when you put the sugar cube into there, it lights the
Alcohol.
alcohol that's on the top surface of it.
Yeah. You never like. I don't know who started that bullshit. You don't light absinthe. That ruins it.
Well,
Anyway.
I always was told that you let it burn until it goes out, and then you stir it in.
No. You don't do that.
So
Just pour it with the sugar cube.
you don't actually light it. You don't
No.
actually light the cup of absinthe. You just light the sugar cube, let it burn out, stir it in, add water, ice water.
No.
And
No, you
then
don't do that. No lighting required. You just pour the sugar cube in, stir it up with a silver or gold spoon, and then you drink. Because
yeah,
the spoon itself will flavor the absinthe. If you use a different, metal, yeah, it changes the
yeah.
flavor a little bit. But anyway,
Yeah,
enough
I
talking
just
about
never
absinthe.
cared to take the time to do that. So, I just grabbed the
I'll
bottle
have to
and
make it for
take
you
a
one
drink.
time.
Well, she said she'll have to make it for you one day.
Well,
The
I
right
mean,
way.
I've made it before, but it just takes too long. And if you're wanting to get fucked up off of absinthe, you're just going to grab a bottle and drink it.
Yeah,
It's
but
nasty, but drink it.
absinthe gives you that nice body high as well as getting you drunk. So I mean, that's
fine. I love it.
And it's really, really fun the last time that I did it, and I probably will never get drunk off of absinthe again because of this. But the last time I did it was on New Year's Eve, and I had bought like $300 worth of fireworks.
Oh.
So a buddy of mine and I shared a fifth of absinthe and then lit off $300 worth of fireworks
Oh God.
while our wives just
Okay, guys,
sat
so
there
now
and laughed at us.
I'm going to have to jump in with a disclaimer on this. We at Bunker 33 do not recommend doing this at home. Go to someone else's house, okay?
Yeah.
Always go to someone else's house.
Luckily, I have enough land where we were able to get far enough away from my house. But then I was hungover for like 2 days straight after. So that's why I'm not drinking absinthe ever again.
Oh, that's good stuff. I used to
love
drink
it.
it way back in the day when I was actually friends with someone who was close to Marilyn Manson.
Well, I used to actually
Pretty green.
order it from overseas when it was still legal here.
Yeah,
I would get.
See, I told you.
I know it's legal until about 2007. I know.
What? I can't remember the brand name. It's OV. I can just remember the OV at the end of it, but it was a Czech brand that I would
Oh.
buy, and it was like $110 for a 750 milliliter bottle.
Damn.
It was like CPOV or something like that.
It wasn't a metal tin?
No.
It wasn't a metal tin. Well, I mean, the bottle was in a glass bottle, but the bottle was inside a metal tin thing.
No, it was just a glass bottle. But, it was the real stuff, and it would get you fucked up.
Well, all
Just
absinthe is
one
real
shot. And, this was back when I was in college, and I was used to drinking a lot, and one shot would get me drunk.
Well, sweetie, I would hope that one shot of any of the absinthe that I have would actually get anybody drunk.
Yeah.
The smallest proof that I have, I think, is 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was like 110 or 120 proof.
But
I was
her
going to say,
favorite.
mine's literally 150 is the smallest. I think the highest is 173.
Yeah. Around that.
Yeah.
But her
I
stuff.
don't know if you guys watch the Try channel. Of course, they have a lot more absinthe available in the U.S. now that it's not illegal in the U.S.
I know, and it makes me so
But
happy.
the Try channel did an episode a little while back. Irish people tried different brands of absinthe. And they started off with like 110 proof and ended up working up to like 180 proof or 190 proof or something.
Damn.
Yeah. It can get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. If you guys haven't watched the Try channel, go check it out. There's some great episodes.
100%
They
agree
have
with
Irish
Quitties on
people
this one.
who eat the most bland food in the world, eating like
Spicy.
the Taki one chip challenge, stuff like that, and it's hilarious.
Well, they also eat a lot of other stuff. Like they'll try a lot of American stuff or Japanese stuff or Korean stuff and like the canned stuff. So it's hysterical watching them eat like canned squid or something.
Can we watch that instead of what we're currently watching?
Yeah, sure.
I wish that we could have done that. That would have been a lot better.
Fuck it, Scottish.
I really don't want to watch this.
It's good, guys. We've only got 4.5 minutes into him, so we're not. We haven't flattened our brain cells out. I think this is actually a straight joke. It's not a toxic level of exposure. So this is good.
What's the name of it?
We should totally watch an alcohol one.
Yeah.
Scottish or Irish people try some sort of alcohol, and it should be the one.
Irish people.
It should definitely have the guy with the black leather jacket. I think like his.
No, we'll be watching that one later. Irish people try the America's Strongest Alcohol. No, let's do the American one. I want to do the.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Try the world's strongest absinthe. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, the one in the black jacket. Right
that guy with the black hair. That video.
That's the same people from these two.
America's Strongest Alcohol. The guy with the black hair. He's my favorite.
Wait, is that a cat girl?
Oh no,
they have a couple of weird girls.
She's adorable.
Of course, they have a couple of weird guys too, but
Oh, they have
Uh,
a wonderful cast of individual people.
yeah.
Okay, let's try Irish people try Americans try alcohol. This has just changed from this idiot to us actually enjoying
Now,
ourselves.
Yeah.
now let's just point out before you start on this, guys. I've got to draw attention to this. Is the last time I went on a bender, which was 2 days ago, we nailed the guy up to a stick and we shoved him in a cave as a bit of a fucking prank. You've got to bring up your friends on crosses and stick them in fucking caves. It could cause a holiday, but anyway, happy Easter too, people. We're in the middle of Easter and we haven't referred to chocolate egg crucifixion day yet. So let's all have a party and a Easter celebration.
Well,
Yay!
Also-
that's because no one has hung a rabbit up on a stick and had it poop chocolate eggs yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that's how you get that? Oh, and John Rapp's
pretty
also in
sure.
chat, so can everybody give John Rapp the John Rapp treatment?
Yeah, everybody give John Rapp the John Rapp
Yeah.
treatment.
By the way, love you, John Rapp. You're awesome.
Also, before
That's
that,
what messed up. Every time I stop paying attention to chat, Facty tries to duel me.
Oh my god.
Well, I actually,
Okay.
I'm going to draw attention to something here, guys. Hey, before you start, I'm going to have to throw this out there because me and Ardeman, we've been doing a little bit of investigation, and we've discovered there's a whole bunch of aficionados that seem to like monkey deer porn. Now, thinking this is a bit strange,
I'm
Ardeman
sorry.
and I
Wait,
put up
what?
debate.
What did
Now,
you say? No,
now,
Boomer,
three-
stop right there.
You know, yeah,
What did you originally
hang
say?
on. Monkey
What kind of-
porn stream. Now, look, you got to let me finish
Mon-
this. So we
monkey-
threw up debate, and sure enough,
Mon-
two of the biggest ones. Well, the monkey was rubbing one off on a deer, and the deer was suffering from dignity problems. Two people turned up in our stream
Yeah.
straight away. One of them was Colin, and the other one was our beloved Sprinkles. You are outed. You are a monkey porn, deer porn aficionado, aren't you, Sprinkles?
Wait.
You turned up right when we put that on. Oh my fucking god, I was amazed at the time.
Okay, before we do the Irish people trying stuff,
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, like I woke up that morning and I looked at my phone. I was like, "Oh shit, Boom and Ardoin are still on," and so I had no idea what you guys were doing. I just open up the stream. I'm like, "Hey guys, I just woke up," and it was a monkey jerking off on a deer.
okay,
What happens?
before
These monkeys, they go up and jump on the deer and run one off. And the deer's like, oh, not this little bastard. I might as well let him finish because they just don't go away. It's fucking sad. This happens out in nature. We threw it up just as a stir. And Colin and Sprinkles turned up right at the beginning of it. Oh, mate, perfect timing. Thank you very much. That's
Okay, can I-
background for everybody else. You're never going to forget this, Sprinkles. I'm going to keep bringing
So,
this up, buddy.
so now that we're
Okay, back to the script.
yeah, now that we're through with stick, sex, and hammer, let's look at some Suez Canal memes because
I thought we were watching the Try Channel.
yeah, after
Yeah, I
this,
know.
I thought we were doing the church channel.
after this,
No.
after this, I'm the producer.
No,
I'm
we're doing
taking
the Try Channel.
producer.
We already decided on this.
Oh, hostess.
This is why we
Hostess
have
says that we
meetings.
put this now.
Okay, fine. There we go.
All right, sir.
Damn it.
What doesn't kill you makes you drunker.
I'm so hungover.
That's
I'm
fucked.
so hungover.
He's my hero. What doesn't kill you makes you drunker.
What doesn't kill you makes you drunker.
I
I like that.
I made a lot of people drink some very disgusting shots. For penance, today am going to be with Kelly trying
Don't know why I'm here.
extreme American spirits.
Do I look like I can do extreme today? Yeah.
Okay, I like the guy in black.
You doing
I
it?
like him.
You have to do it.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
the jacket
Yeah.
guy. I love
Oh,
him
my
to death.
favorite.
Right, and I was told like we will ease you into it. We'll get you in
And
for one.
Kira,
we'll have some
her,
beer
she's
or
my
something.
second
This
favorite.
is not easy.
Oh,
into
she's
it.
fantastic.
Expected to be very drunk at 7:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, we are going to be locked.
Riddle? Vodka.
Hey, this is
Ew.
blasters. Oh,
That's
Really
disgusting
there.
stuff.
If you're getting
Smirnoff-
your
Smirnoff
very
is the
strong
worst.
spirit in plastic, there's something that just doesn't feel right there.
Oh, the plastic bottle is the worst.
That's what 50 horsepower.
That's
No, the
America
only time-
for you.
Oh,
Pause.
that's the lowest. That's
the low.
The only
That's
time that
America
it is
for you.
okay for it to be in a plastic bottle is if it's in a Malibu bottle.
Yeah, that's the only time that's acceptable. only.
Well, not really, because
Uh,
we had this huge problem with alcoholics. When they would finish their bottle, they would just throw it on the ground. It would break. People would get cuts from broken glass. So they were like, why are we making glass bottles for these people to throw and break and people get cut with? So now that's why we have plastic bottles in America.
But
wow,
what?
you live in a place that's filled with jerks.
We can't be trusted to throw things away.
But if you
Damn it,
throw
I
it,
hate it when you're right.
if you throw it on the ground,
That's
if you throw the
America.
plastic bottle, if you throw the plastic bottle on the ground, doesn't it break anyway, and then you get plastic shards in your foot, or is that just me?
I mean, it doesn't break nearly as easily as glass, and it takes a while to degrade from UV radiation. So, plastic good. And in fact, he said that he put a meme in the meme room for us. I'm going to look for it.
Oh God. Okay. I'm looking for it right now. Let's see here. What is it?
Happy Easter,
Oh, we
motherfucker.
have to. Yes, put that up for everybody just to see. That is perfect and priceless.
It's not
No.
Oh,
the
that
whole
is
thing,
awesome.
but
I
it's
love
pretty
it. I
close.
love it.
This is the only kind of chocolate bunny that I want anyone to send to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to the show.
Coolest one. Also, I didn't say this earlier. I'm hungover already from last night.
That's
so
gonna work in your favor.
I think it's gonna work in my favor.
Where's the bucket? Is the bucket near you?
Yeah, the book's here, but you don't get it.
I can see. You look through that. But it's a nice bottle of trouble, though. That'll do a family. It's my friend. It's my pal.
Yeah. Just a note. I hate vodka. I really hate vodka that bad. I would Smirnoff is the worst of the worst. The only
I
time
don't
I would
really have
drink
a problem
vodka,
with.
the only time I would ever drink vodka back when I was, drinking, was when it was in a mixed drink, like a fuzzy navel, for instance.
That's how I am with rum, but I've had some bad experiences with rum. Like, vodka's fine, but I can only drink good vodka. I can have cheap vodka in mixed drinks because cheap vodka, like Burnett's and stuff like that,
And Smirnoff.
it seriously tastes like rubbing alcohol.
No, it tastes worse than
Yeah.
rubbing alcohol.
What you do,
But
what you
then
do
you
is
get top shelf vodka tastes really good.
Stolichnaya.
Stolichnaya, yeah.
Yeah,
Stolichnaya is really good.
I'm sorry,
there
but I'm only going
there
to
are
stick with my
several.
bottle of Stoli. If it's going to be
Even
vodka, it's
like
Stoli.
Grey Goose is okay.
No,
No.
I can't do Grey
but
Goose. It still tastes like rubbing alcohol to me.
The reason
not so
I don't
much
drink
for
I
me.
don't drink clear any clear alcohol because it makes me want to fight. I don't know what it is. I just get in this really pissed off mood when I drink clear alcohol.
Yeah, I'm that with colored alcohol for the most part, but in my older and wiser years, I guess I've gotten to where now I can drink whiskey without wanting to punch a hole in the wall. So
Yeah.
that's a huge plus.
There you
But
go.
I
Yeah.
accidentally drank a fifth of spiced rum one night.
How do you
Captain
accidentally drink a
Morgan's
fifth of
spiced
spice? How do you accidentally do that?
Well, I bought a fifth of Captain Morgan and started drinking it, and the next thing I knew, it was empty, and no one helped me with it.
That's not accidentally
And
drinking a fifth.
uh,
That's
I,
drinking it with a purpose. You
I
purposely
passed
drank.
out on someone's deck on a table and vomited off the side of the deck, like half
Oh.
digested Wendy's food, and it was strung everywhere across the deck, and so I couldn't drink spiced rum after that. And then when I was in college, we had this thing called the Sloppy Bowl. It was these two fraternities. The day before exams, they would have a full contact American football game with no pads. And the loser fraternity had to buy the winner fraternity a keg and throw them a party. And everyone would get really, really drunk and watch it. and I accidentally drank a fifth of
Okay.
vanilla rum one time watching that. Same thing, like I just
you
started
don't
drinking it, no one
accidentally
helped.
drink something that's not.
I mean, when I start drinking, I just keep drinking, and eventually, either
just play the video.
I fall asleep or the bottle gets empty.
The host says, "Play the video."
And that
Quitties?
happened the afternoon
on,
that I
let's wrap
watched
it up.
that. The afternoon that I watched that game and drank a fifth of vanilla rum, that night I was inducted into my fraternity.
Hey, buddy.
See
Hopefully, you and me don't become too acquainted in this video.
Slaughter. I'm sorry, just give me a sec.
I'm filling them right up. Is that
Oh, yeah,
bad?
all
My
those
stomach is calling.
that are paying attention, yes, the stream title has changed, but yeah, it's just the video.
Okay.
You're an asshole.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
you're
well,
so
There she is. Oh, she has a lovely brassiere.
I immediately regret every decision in my life that has led to this moment.
Good old Smirnoff.
I've said that so many times.
She stings.
Whoa. Warning. Heads up, we've detected copyright audio during your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. That's what I was worried
Okay.
about.
Yep. Well, actually, guys, I read a book the other day on the dangers of alcohol. It fucking scared the shit out of me. I gave up reading forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And wait, NA, what do you mean? That's a shitty vodka. Which is a shitty vodka?
Smirnoff, probably.
Yeah,
that's
I
what they're
hope so, because Smirnoff is absolutely a shitty vodka.
It really is.
I don't know if
There
we're
was a
streaming right now
time
or
in my
not.
life.
Are we
There was
streaming?
a time in my life when I actually thought
Yeah,
Smirnoff
we're
was
still
a
streaming.
good vodka, just like I thought Bud Light was a good beer.
I can't
It
believe
was
that you
called
actually thought
being
Smirnoff was a good
17 years
vodka.
old.
Like, there's no way I could even do that at all. And
Yeah,
I
but
am
it's
with
called
NA.
being
Smirnoff
17
is just
years
a
old.
shitty vodka,
And here
period.
in North Carolina, where we have liquor stores, you have to be at least 21 years old to go into a liquor store. So I didn't know that there were better vodkas than Smirnoff.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
all I had
We
ever
always
had
go
was
with
like
Stolichnaya.
Smirnoff and Burnett's and Aristocrat vodka. And
Oh my
Smirnoff
god,
was the
all of
best of
those are
the three.
disgusting.
So I thought Smirnoff was a great vodka.
I can see why.
Yeah.
I can definitely see why.
Am I the only non-alcoholic? Well, I'm an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, but am I the only one here that doesn't drink?
No, John Rapp actually just said that as well. I'm a non-drinker.
Okay. Congrats, John. We're in the same team. Yay.
I think you, as well as the TT guy and John Rapp, all have
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I had a huge problem back in the day. Excellent connection, good. The warning is gone, so they're probably if we play more of this video, it's probably going to get us blocked.
No,
Yeah,
it
no,
won't
don't do
block
it.
us. They'll just black out the stream until we stop playing the video.
Yeah. But if
Either
you do that so
way,
many times,
guys, let's wrap it on. Let's wrap it up and move on. We can't do the alcohol stuff, and maybe look. I'm an ex-barman too, guys, and
YouTube
we're going to
loves
say
to
the drug
do that.
stories, although they're good, there's a few people kind of not liking the direction. So can we maybe swing it a bit away from
That
it,
works
please?
well for me.
yeah, let's say fuck it to this. Let's
Absolutely. We had a few of the other Suez Canal ones set up.
here we go. This is a small channel,
Yeah.
so this isn't.
Yeah,
Let's go.
YouTube only cares about channels with check marks next to them, and Tri Channel does have a check mark, so they don't want to show in Tri Channel stuff.
All we
Yeah.
have to say is if you want to see more of it, go visit the Tri channel later on. They are a fantastic channel, and please, I highly recommend to subscribe to them.
Yeah, the Tri channel. It's yeah, you can't see it on
I
the
mean,
screen,
they
but
only
go-
have just under 20 million subscribers, so
Yeah,
they could
100
definitely
million,
use your sub.
or just 1 million. That's all.
That's all you got to do. Press that button right there, and press this button. Go to all. There you go.
Well
I'm going to do that same thing to this channel. Memes first. Go ahead and subscribe.
And I'm not entirely sure because I haven't seen her in a long time, but I used to do a show on Blog TV back in like 2008 and 2009. back when Blog TV existed. And I had a viewer named Kira who was from Ireland who enjoyed making YouTube videos. And I only saw her one time, but I'm pretty sure that the Kira on the Try channel is the Kira that used to be my viewer on Blog TV.
Awesome.
I'm not 100% on it, but they look a lot alike from what I remember.
Well, yeah.
Now, the only thing I have to say is I agree with John Rapp.
Yeah, I agree with
Smirnoff is
Rapp.
a good vodka right at the point that an ugly person is attractive.
Yeah, that's funny how she found me then.
Yeah, John Rapp.
I disagree with
when
you.
I thought Smirnoff was a good vodka and Bud Light was a good beer, that's when I thought ugly people were attractive.
Okay, I have to put out a warning. Please do not hate us. Anybody who follows NASCAR and everything, do not hate us.
If you follow NASCAR, what is the tastiest Vagisil to eat?
Oh my god.
Quitties!
Quitties.
Stop it!
Stop antagonizing people.
I just watched that South Park episode yesterday, I think. The one where Cartman decides that to kill his brain cells, he needs to eat Vagisil and become a NASCAR driver.
Well,
I wasn't born like you. I wasn't lucky like you, Kenny. Just play the video.
Yeah.
Let's
so
just play the video.
Jen says, want to know if Kira has any taste buds, because she takes a lot of stuff on that channel like a champ. Like a bunch of guys will eat hot stuff and they will start crying. And she just takes it like a champ. She's like, yeah, okay, let's keep going.
She really does.
Like she's a tough sumbitch.
Well, let's get on with the video. This is some Suez Canal memes. I cannot say that word. Suez Canal memes. Because we don't want to be in late on this joke.
Just hit play.
My left nostril. My right nostril. We need a captain who is an expert on shipping canals. I drive sideways. You're hired. Evergreen. Route canal operation. Operation canal route. Global economy. You shall not pass.
Oh, God.
Stop making Suez Canal memes.
Oh, God.
You're late again. What happened this time? Sir, you won't believe it. We're going to need a smaller boat. Evergreen.
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
How did they get it
seen
unstuck?
Godzilla versus
7
Kong,
men.
go watch it real quick. We'll wait.
What's that?
If you haven't seen Godzilla versus Kong, go watch it real quick. We'll wait.
Hey guys, no, we've actually got a quick He-Man reviews on that coming up tonight on Bunker 33 Heroes edition. We have got Retro Kong v Retro Godzilla with Aussie Man commentary. So that's beautiful timing and a wonderful plug for us.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Yes.
Hey, just a
Yes.
quickie.
Definitely
When the
watch the
captain
Euro
got up on the
stream.
boat, you know, Evergreen, when the captain got up on the Evergreen, about 4 days in, the captain got up and said, "Hey, crew, I'm going to organise a trip for us. Morale's a bit down, so we're going to have a trip." And everyone yelled out, "We're not going to the fucking beach again, are we?" Yes.
Maybe they'll go to the mountains this time.
I just wanted a coffee.
Oh, God. So
World trade. Ever given. Suez Canal.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 square of own brand toilet paper. My shitter after a fat one.
Oh.
Shrek, stop blocking the Suez Canal. No way, laddie. This is my canal. The ship. The captain.
Yeah.
Help me, step ship. I'm stuck.
That ship.
You may make mistakes, but at least they're usually not. We can see your mistake from space bad.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Wow.
Suez Canal blockage. 2021. Colorized.
Christ.
Oh
Oh,
my God. I love
Egypt
this.
3100 BC. Can carry blocks 2.3 tons each. World's greatest civilization at the time. Egypt 2021.
Oh my God.
Suez Canal blockage is delaying an estimated $400 million an hour in goods. I'm never going to financially recover from this.
oh God.
Always, to there are, no more, no less. Evergreen.
Oh, wow.
Oh
What,
my
seriously?
If
God.
Monday was a picture from space,
Yep. Yeah. That. Yep.
it's a suicide mission. Me,
That
Estoy
was my
Tapado.
favorite.
Diag.
That
God,
one
that
was my
last one.
favorite. This is a suicide mission. That is absolutely my favorite.
When did we become a meme review channel?
The moment that I didn't want to deal
Well,
with Bitchin and Hammer.
Yeah, true.
I must pose the question, guys. Where were
So-
international rescue? No Thunderbird 2 turning up or Thunderbird 4? See, they're fake. I'm telling you, they're fake.
Birds are fake.
Birds are fake. Yeah, birds are fake. They're drones. What's I mean, doesn't everybody know that? The birds aren't real.
All right, just a reminder to everyone: if you're watching this stream instead of watching the Final Four, cut the stream off and watch the Final Four instead.
Stop telling people to do that.
Well,
Stop telling
okay,
people to
so,
do that.
so it's
Okay,
tied
hey, it wasn't funny
81-81
the first
with
time.
under a minute to play.
It wasn't
So
funny. Now it's less funny. So,
this is a
I'm
really
telling
good
you,
game.
we don't
Nobody
Gonzaga
likes
is
sports
undefeated on the
balls.
season.
either do the
And-
stream or go and watch it. Stop telling people to go and watch the game. The
You can
last
do
time
both
I
at the
drank
same
vodka,
time.
Adelaide won the grand final.
Let's let the
Don't watch
memes
basketball. Yes, let the
let
memes continue.
Yeah,
Let the
hang
memes
on.
continue.
Before we do, I do want to address. I heard that as well, Jen. 20 containers full of sex toys on the Evergiven.
Oh God.
No,
Think of all the
Not
no,
20
that is like one of the
boxes,
worst
not
crimes
20
ever.
packages, 20 shipping containers full of sex toys.
Okay, that pisses me off. That needs to get to its recipients now.
Yeah. That's why my never mind. Never mind.
Sweetie.
Diagnosis. Suez Canal crisis.
Oh God.
Me. I'm tired of seeing Suez Canal memes. Reddit. That's too damn bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The captain.
Yep.
The order is on its way.
Accurate.
Last known location. Suez Canal.
Aw. He's
The
not
opening
getting
funny
his
to
sex
see the
toy today.
50th Suez Canal meme featured. You are without doubt the worst cargo ship I have ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
But you have heard of me. Programmers trying to get shit done. Let's review the timeline. Project manager. Have you updated your Jira? Hey, let's have another status meeting.
Yep, pretty much. That's every project manager.
Global shipping oligarchs watching the Suez Canal. Take it out.
Oh my God.
Container ship stuck in Suez Canal.
Okay, that went perfectly with the sex toys.
Yeah, yeah. And I know why the penguins. I know why the penguins couldn't get the whole flock back home. It's because of the Suez Canal. It's still, they're still on board the ship that was behind the Evergreen. So they're, not sorry people, but it happens. And that
Just think
makes
about all the Somalian pirates that all of a sudden there's all this traffic going around Africa instead of through the Suez Canal. They just start drooling uncontrollably, like, oh my God, look at all of this. but then they remember they're in dinghies against, gigantic cargo ships and navies. And yeah.
But think about this. Just how funny would it have been if they got the Evergreen clear and then the next ship that was, behind them suddenly just found its way getting stuck.
Not everybody is twisted
if
and
I
morbid
was
as
a
you are.
captain of a ship and that happened and I was the next ship in line, yeah, I'd totally just give it right full rudder and
Oh my God.
Yep.
flip the bird to everyone behind me as my ship is turning. Fuck you guys, you thought you were getting through?
I can already see it now. Captain, we're on our last little thing of food. We have only 3 bottles of water left. Oh, the Evergreen is finally moving. Finally!
But this will be really funny.
The bastard behind them has got stuck.
Well, anyway, let's continue with the main.
Damn.
Going
on a daily walk might cover depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suez Crisis of 1956. Major historic event nearly causing a nuclear war. Suez Crisis of 2021. Please help ship stomach economy going.
Economy going brrr.
I think I know who was steering the ship. You guys.
Oh God. No. Captain Jack would never have done that. He would have somehow made it onto land.
Yeah.
It was Captain Jack Sparrow. He would have somehow gotten the ship onto land and halfway across Egypt. Don't
or
ask
into
how.
an upside down world.
Into the upside down world. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. I had to.
Me and the boys ready to solve another Suez crisis.
Oh no.
We can't get past that. When you get stuck in the Suez Canal.
Yup.
Last boat entering Suez Canal.
Really a meme,
it's total gridlock. The container ship passing through the Suez Canal be like, okay, ma, go through this canal. Damn this hard, guess I will just block trade routes. Suez Canal. You can't defeat me. Regular ship traffic. I know, but the can. Ever given cargo ship.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My family trying to use the Wi-Fi. Me downloading a 100 GB game.
Yeah.
In stock, $1,499. Shipped. Last known location, Suez Canal.
Oh. Yeah, that was already up there.
Suez Canal closed. 9654 kilometer diversion. Evergreen.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. The moon is really not getting the full Suez Canalist credit it deserve here. They pivoted. Too late for a Suez Canal.
Oh yeah. Also,
pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, so flat earthers got really triggered about the whole full moon high tide thing freeing the ship.
Yeah.
Because, full moon high tides don't work on the flat earth. So
full moon go up, tide go boom boom.
Yes, tide go up, go boom boom.
No, full moon go up, go boom boom. No, full moon go up, tide go boom boom. There we go.
Something has to go boom boom. I don't know
Something
what.
has to go
Something's
boom,
going boom boom.
I tell you what, guys, I did actually go back and listen to that where Oakley was tearing Witsit a new one, and when you hear it, you can actually hear the point where Witsit's little spirit gets totally broken, and King Oakley is like, "I'm the boss of Flat Earth, not you."
Witsit just doesn't have a script to carry him through what Oakley's doing to him. And that's all Witsit is a fucking script. And so Oakley gets him off of his script, and you just hear him break.
Which is also racist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
can't
for
tell
flat
me-
Yeah,
Earth
we know he's a dick.
stuff, he just has his little script that he follows.
True.
Look, something with quite a few of those guys would actually be quite good if they put their if it's in a worthwhile direction. Like Lemonbird, as much of a total planker that he is, he'd probably be brilliant at doing children's books. Schemo, he'd actually make a brilliant politician, which scares the fuck out of me. And the others, if
Yeah.
they actually went the right way, yeah.
So,
I think
Ugly
if
German
channel their
Truths.
talent- Yep.
Ugly German Truths just asked, does anybody work on Flat Earth, or do they all just stream anymore? And I don't know if you guys know about this, but Globebusters and FE Core hired this guy to build a gyroscope so that they could prove that the Earth is not rotating. So this guy builds them a gyroscope and then measures the rotation of the Earth with it. And because it proved them wrong, they copyright struck his channel into oblivion.
Yeah. Hey, currently we're at 33 playbacks. Just saying.
Yeah. So stop playing us back.
No. 33 playbacks is a good playback number.
Yeah. Let's just get those likes up to 33 now.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We have 5 likes. What? Only 5 likes, people? Come on, there's one. Oh wait, 5 likes. Yeah, it's only 5 likes. Yeah, more, we need more. We have 17. We have 17 watching, only 5 likes. I mean, come on, people.
Come on, I know that more if you can hit that like button.
Smash that like button already, and subscribe, please. My children are starving. Well,
Yeah.
Do you have children?
Think of and the kids at the orphanage. I mean, that Maserati doesn't fill itself up, and we've spent the orphanage money many times on alcohol. So come on, guys, it's for the kids at the orphanage. You bastards!
You know, I got the
We're not supposed
Maserati
to be
up
talking
to
about the Maserati. I
185
was supposed to be
the
using
other
that this
day.
weekend.
I got the Maserati up to 185 the other day, but then I lost my license and now I can't drive.
Wait, what's the license?
Oh.
I've been driving all this time. What's the license?
Did anyone get that reference?
Yes, that was a beautiful song, and I can't remember the name of the song.
Wait, seriously, what's
Life's
the
been
license?
good to me so far.
Oh, I'm gonna remember that later tonight. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night screaming. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, she's gonna do that and wake me the fuck up. So thank you
Good,
already, Quitties.
good.
Thank you, Quitties. You're gonna help me aggravate Chrissy.
Yeah.
I
It's the
will wake
least
up
I
in the
can.
middle of the night and roll over and just wake them up and be like, Chrissy, what is this?
Yep. It's the least I can do. No one in chat give it away.
Well,
come on. Let's
Joe
get back.
Joe Walsh.
Jen, I said no one in chat give it
Thank
away.
you, Jim. Thank
you,
you.
Jim.
I heart you.
Thank you, Jen, because you just saved me from waking up in the middle of the night with for no reason here smacking me on the head. But I know what it is.
Smack you on the head.
That last time
You
you
should
did.
do it anyway.
Well, you elbowed me on the head, but still.
I was gonna say it was an elbow and it was by accident.
All right. Anyway, memes.
Yeah, memes.
Sign. Or has that ship sailed?
Oh.
You are not too much. You are entitled to take up space. If the Suez Canal doesn't have room for you, that is the Suez Canal's problem.
Oh my
God.
Wheels on a shopping cart be like. The boat stuck in the Suez Canal was finally free, but I couldn't help but wonder when I had be free from the prison of my mind.
Yeah.
Huge cargo ship is blocking the Suez Canal. Japan, it's our time to shine.
Japan. Oh, the Gundam. Sweet.
It is time to go. Was I a good meme? Actually yes, but now get out of my way.
Now get the fuck out of my way.
The superhero who dove in and unblocked the Suez Canal.
I don't get
I've
it.
got to ask,
Giant
guys,
ship blocking
I've
Suez
got to
Canal
ask,
finally freed.
is that a voice to text thing? Because it doesn't sound like
Yeah.
there's any
It is a
voice
voice to
really
text.
thing in it. Is it a voice modulator? Because it's a terrible accent.
No, it's just
and
a
he's
voice
very
to
Yeah.
text.
monotone.
No, it's text to
Yeah,
voice.
doesn't have the
it's just
text
a
to
basic
voice.
free voice to text.
Yeah.
I'd pick a better accent.
Or
It sounds
text to
like a really
voice.
boring BBC newsreader doing the, I don't know, stocks and bonds or something like that. It's a shame because those memes could have been a little bit better if they had to put a bit of decent voice work in there. But I like them.
Ugly German Truth, no, that wasn't Voltron. That was a Gundam. That was actually Gundam Zero from Gundam Wing. It's
Ugly German Truth, I'm disappointed in you for suggesting that was
Or
Voltron.
it was either Gundam Wing,
Get your
Gundam Wing or the
giant
original
Japanese robots correct. Jeez.
Gundam. Yeah, jeez, man. That's just
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Seriously, that is not Voltron.
that's not Voltron. That's Gundam.
Voltron is 5 little robots that come together to form one big robot.
Yeah,
Gundam
exactly.
is just one big robot.
Yeah, and Gundam's a lot bigger than Voltron, like taller.
Oh my god.
Mike 71, no, it's not Power Rangers.
Just shut up and play the video.
I bet you can't turn around in the Suez Canal. Hold my beer. Crew of giant cargo ship blocking the Suez Canal are all Indians. One does not simply park in the Suez Canal. Evergreen.
Yeah. I love the Drake meme. What? Wait, what?
You may have had a bad day today.
That was some serious refraction in that picture.
Yes.
Oh wait, that we should take that to a flat earther and ask them, why is this boat levitating thousands of meters in the air?
Conspiracy
sorry.
Cats did that to the Plain Truth one time and got the Plain Truth off of his script, and he got so triggered. It was glorious. If you haven't seen that, go check out. I think it's on Agree to Disagree, the debate Conspiracy Cats versus Plain Truth. It was amazing. It's like, why is this boat in the air?
Well, guys, we're coming up. We're coming up to 140, guys. So it might be a good idea to look into closing it down. But
we'll
look, I've
finish
got to
this
draw
video
attention
and
to
then
something.
we'll close it down.
Hey, sprinkles, please. I've got to draw attention. A bit of somber moment here, but last week during our stream, our beloved pet of Ardaman's and I, Fluffy the spider, radioactively altered spider, met his demise at the hands of a gunman called Gary. Now, we'll be doing a eulogy tonight for our beloved pet Fluffy. And so, yes, Fluffy the spider, who sort of looks like a teddy bear with big eyes and 8 legs. But anyway, he did die during the screen. So we'll be doing a eulogy for Fluffy tonight on Bunker 33 Eurosity. About 7 hours from now.
R.I.P. Fluffy.
But yes, R.I.P. Fluffy. It'll be on the opening crawl, guys. So let's do a bit of shilling. Apparently, Fight the Flat Earth's got a super team lined up for Stupidity Is Not a Right. What do you got on that, Sprinkles? Who do you know? Who's going to be on there?
Yeah, I heard that someone that sprinkles titties is going to be on the show tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
For a second time. Oh my God!
What?
And I've got a feeling.
Beater in overtime to win.
Yep, and I've got a feeling it's going to be the Dream Team because they also have that bastard OK Boomer. So Sprinkles, Boomer, and Red's Rhetoric. I think we're going to wipe the floor with them. What do you think, Sprinkles?
Oh
We're gonna have
yeah,
a good
Bunker
time
33 is taking over. Stupidity Is Not a Right. You know,
I've
this is
got
my
to
second
get on one
appearance
night.
on Chrismer. I think you're supposed to go on at some point, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to try to be on, like, not next week, but the week after.
Yeah. And for no reason, you need to get on as well. And of course, Vishanti is the person that schedules everything. So it's basically Bunker 33 running the show over there.
Well,
It may be
let's run
FTF,
our
Reds,
record.
and Brainy Beaver that think they're running the show. No, it's not them. It's Bunker 33.
Yeah, it's Bunker 33.
Well, Sprinkles, let's run our track record bars, guys. We're doing pretty well. 2 weeks ago, you came in to Brainy Beamer's winnerless team and made them take a win. Last week, I think I've arguably pulled out the joke of the season. So we're batting pretty well, mate. We're doing pretty good. I think it's around about 20 or so hours, I think. I don't know what time it is. 8 p.m. UTC. Would that sound right, Sprinkles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's 4 p.m. my time. So that's, let's see,
Okay.
12, 4, 16, 17 hours, just under 17 hours.
Beautiful. And it's actually going along in leaps and bounds. Craig's doing a pretty good job. He's doing some great intros at the start. I think it'll have Planner Walk again, and that's always a laugh. I mean, Planner Walk is
Planner
pretty
Walk's
just
on
like
every week now. He's awesome.
Planner Walk's
Yeah,
awesome,
because he can't find the door. He can't find the door. He goes to sleep under the table and wakes up again the next day. He's been living there the last week. We think he might be homeless. We're not sure.
He's probably
And of course,
stealing
the first,
Red Redder's food.
The first time that I was on, we had both Wolfie 6020 and Wolfie 3010.
Oh, well
done. Because everyone says Planner Walk is just Wolfie's
Wolfie
son.
3010. Yeah.
So half of Wolfie 6020.
Yep. Well, anyway, let's finish up this video and then let's get the fuck out of here.
That's
But having the Suez Canal today level of bad day.
Yeah, no. You've
What I thought learning a new language will be like. 2 weeks into learning a new language.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. That's
Wedge
me in
cargo.
German.
Ship blocks Egypt's Suez Canal. Beavers. You did it. You crazy. You did it.
Crazy son of a bitch. You
Meanwhile
did
in the
it.
Suez Canal.
Yeah, we already saw that one. What the
When
hell?
you feel stressed at work, take a look at this tiny excavator. The burden of dredging the route between Asia and Europe rests squarely on its shoulders.
Oh my god. Yeah, that tiny crane was awesome.
The tiny crane's not going to, or the tiny excavator's not going to help, but god damn it, it's trying.
God damn it, it's trying. Just like, god damn it, I'm trying tonight, and we didn't have but like what, one tech problem pop up? Yeah, just one. The audio. Very good.
Back here, you gonna be on tomorrow? Let me look at the email. I forget who's supposed to be on. But Facty just said 2 Canadians on one team. They've got it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Because Team Vanilla can only win when I'm on Team Vanilla, and I'm on Team Reds tomorrow.
Sweet.
Let's see. So tomorrow on Team Reds, it's going to be Reds Rhetoric, myself, and McGruber. Sweet. Oh yeah. Fact he is.
That's me. That's me. Are you drunk or something? Yeah, Facty's on the other two.
Yeah. And then Team Vanilla is Brainy Beaver, Planner Walk, and Facty. So sweet. Facty is going to be on. I'm sorry you're going to have to lose tomorrow, Facty.
He's going down. He's going down. I've already.
What's
he going to do? 2 Canadians. Are they going to
my first appearance?
2 Canadians. Are they going to polite us to death or something, or show us how
2 Canadians and an Aussie junior.
I think we've got him.
And remember, also Monday night, G&G Glovers and Goblins are not doing a campaign, but they are doing a cold hard chat. That's where he sits down with me and FTFE. Apparently, the only one showing up. Maybe Vishanti, I'm not sure, but it's going to be at least me and FTFE talking about our D&D experiences, and it's going to be a blast. So please, Monday night, Monday day at like 5 o'clock or either 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock p.m. I'm not sure. I can't remember exact time.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time, yeah. So 4 o'clock, look out for that. G&G is gonna go live, and we're gonna have some fun.
Sounds good.
So subscribe to
Awesome.
Clovers and Goblins
Yeah.
because you get the awesomeness that is me and FTFE, Vishanti, and the George said, and we just sit down and play good Dungeons and Dragons and have a blast. Yeah, it's pretty fun. A fun time held by everyone.
Oh,
So
Mike 71's
I think our
coming.
host needs to take us out.
Yeah, I was actually
Yep.
just about to
Hey,
say,
just
I
a
think
quick-
everybody just completed too and all the shilling that they needed to. So if everybody's all finished up, let's go ahead and head on out. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and as always, keep smiling.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, bye.